Hi guys, I'm Ed from Gunmark TV, and today we're looking at the Umarex SA10 CO2 powered pistol. Right, so for those who don't know, Umarex are a German brand, and they manufacture they're sort of one of the leaders in the CO2 pistol arena. They manufacture PCP air guns, and the replicas are all very sort of genuine. Umarex are brought into the United Kingdom by John Rothery Wholesale, and they're available all around the country in all good gun shops. So the Umarex SA10 is a CO2 powered blowback pistol, and these are commonly used in the back garden for plinking, shooting tin cans, close range stuff, sort of 5 to 10 yards, something like that. And this model specifically can be used with either 177 pellets or 177 metal BBs, depending on your preference. And the advantage of that is the BBs are really cheap to get, but you can also just run pellets where you'll gain a bit more accuracy and consistency, and they'd probably be my preferred choice. 8-shot capacity before you have to change over the rotary magazines, but we'll come back to that shortly. Now the build itself, really nice heavy weight to this pistol. You've got a solid polymer frame, which includes the grip and this part here. As you can see, stippled for grip, feels your hand nicely, really feels quite solid and good quality. Importantly, up top you've got a metal top slide, which adds a bit of weight, and obviously this reciprocates using the power of the CO2 cartridge to emulate recoil that you would have on a real pistol, and that adds to the fun when you're shooting these. It makes it much more of an event rather than your standard air pistols when you just hear a fut as the pellet comes out, and that's it. Whereas this will reciprocate every time you fire, making it a lot more dramatic. And this is why they're so popular. Right, feature-wise, let's look at what we have here. So Umarex have rather unusually threaded the barrel, so you get a thread protector, and you can take that off and you can put a faux moderator on there just to make it look a bit more special. In addition to that, to add to the pistol, they've put a Picatinny rail underneath here, and that can be used for sort of torches or lasers. Again, it means you can dress up the pistol and make it your own. Obviously, the pistol does stand out quite a lot because they've opted for a gold barrel here, and they've also added cutouts on both sides and the top here of the top slide, so you can see it. Again, making it quite sort of flash and unique, so it sort of stands out. I really like it. Then we've got some basic sights. So you've got a front blade here, no highlight on that at all, it's just matte black, and this is used in conjunction with a non-adjustable U-notch sight at the rear, but this does have a dot on either side of the notch for faster target acquisition. The trigger, pretty standard fare, operates double action and single action, so when you first fire it, you have to operate it with double action, so it's cocking the hammer, and then after that the slide would reciprocate, cocking the hammer for you, and you're now shooting single stage. All the controls that you need are on the other side. So we've got a mag release here. They've used, instead of a slide release like you would have on a real pistol, they've camouflaged that as the safety catch. So it's forward for safe and rear for fire. Which is a bit counterintuitive, but works nonetheless. And you've got a disassembly lever there as well for cleaning and maintenance. So those are the details of the Umarex SA10. Depressing the magazine release shows us what's essentially sort of the heart of the pistol. I sort of call it a sort of CO2 capsule holder. You fit one 12-gram CO2 capsule in here, but the magazine itself is actually an 8-shot rotary type. And on the top of the magazine, which is the reason why it's sort of the heart of the pistol, is the valve system up here. And this is where, the hammer hits and a little spike goes through, releases a portion of air which hits the back of the pellet or the metal BB and fires it down your barrel. Now Umarex have been very generous here. You have an 8 round up the top here, but they actually give you 3 spare which are mounted within the magazine housing itself. So you can load all of these up, and then all you do is drop out the CO2 holder, take one of these out, take one of your pre-filled ones, pop it in there, and you're good to go. And it really is that simple. You know, and you get plenty of shots there. You've got four magazines of 8 pellets. To load the pellets, as you can see, I've put 4 in already. You just face the gear downwards like that. Take a pellet, push it in, and fill all 8 chambers on that. And you can just pre-fill the 4 magazines that Umarex give you, and you are ready to go. Then you just simply place that on top of the magazine like that. Right, to load a CO2 capsule, first you need to loosen off this sprung-loaded tab so that it's all the way down to the bottom. You then place the capsule into the top there, and it sits in the magazine loose. And at this point, you want to start doing up the thumb tab at the bottom. And you keep going until it's tight and the capsule's pierced. It's that easy. Right guys, got the Umarex loaded up with just some flat nose Bisley pellets. We're shooting about 7-8 yards away, and you know, let's see what happens. Nice, so you're going to be able to shoot tin cans with this all day long at this distance. Right, so overall I really like the SA10, and I'm not alone. It's one of Umarex's best-selling CO2 pistols. Solid build, feels really realistic, blowback, very reliable, and really fun, which I think is the main point of the pistol. Now in use, I used pellets mainly, and I prefer them over BBs. And at about 12 degrees centigrade, as those who shoot CO2 pistols will know, the ambient temperature can affect performance quite a lot. As it gets colder, your velocity will drop and the shots that you can get. But I still managed 96 shots from one capsule. But I must be honest, the last shot literally fell out of the end of the barrel. I literally saw the pellet fall. So realistically, I'd probably change after sort of 60 shots. I'd put in a new CO2 capsule. Accuracy wise, 8 yards, you're getting about 2 inches, so you'll be shredding tin cans all day long with that. Really good fun, no complaints there. And reliability was spot on. The instructions are really good to tell you how to look after your pistol, and you can, you know, disassemble, take the top slide off and grease the slide if you want. So you can look after it and really enjoy yourself. But overall, a really solid choice if you're looking for a fun CO2 pistol. Right guys, that's it from me. If you liked the content today, then please like, subscribe, and you know, click the notification bell, and we'll see you next time on Gunmark TV.